Let's talk a little bit about procurement. Many of these work items, such as rebarring, for example, may be procured from the same subcontractor and be part of the same contract. And that's why we have this group column here. How to use the group column? The best way is to first create the contracts or the subcontracts by clicking on the Groups Edit button. And here you should create let's say a rebar group, rebar contract. Add that. Then we can put the concrete in contract, and let's say tiling is our last one, like this. You can create these groups, and since most of the time the contracts are very similar to other in between projects, you can also import groups from another project once you've done this, like once in one project. So let's close this window, and we can add, for example, the rebar here to these rebar rows. At which point you can see that the rebar contract is starting to get euros attached to them. If the concrete contract, for example, will consist of both formworks, bitumen layers, and concrete things, we can select multiple work items and then click Edit Work Items and select this group action and then connect them to the concrete contract like this. So by dividing all your work items into contracts, into groups, you can easily see whether you have already procured a certain contract or not, and what is the budget for this contract. And remember, if you use the cropping, for example, for this concrete contract, you can see the lines here, and from the Functions tab you can print out the work items or just the quantities or with the resources. And in the Listed Work Items tab here, you can see how much of your contract budget is allocated to materials and how much is to work, how much is thought of being subcontracted.